Welcome back to HIKOCO's channel.
Hi, Coco.
Hi, I'm Hara.
Hi, I'm Kate. I think it's been almost a year since our video together. So how are you?
I'm very good, and you?
I am good, thank you.
Hi, Coco.
After our most recent Instagram Q&A last month, we noticed a lot of our beauties have so many questions that are all about sun care. With so many questions just on this one topic, we thought it would be really great to answer them in one video.
After all, the sun's UV rays are the top culprit to many skin concerns we have, and that can actually make them a lot worse.
So let's talk all about sun care today and answer all the questions from our beauties.
This can be an informative video to stay well protected from the sun.
Hi, Coco.
Starting with some basics, the first question, how many times a day should we be applying sunscreen? Sunscreen should be applied every 4 hours no matter what. Sunscreens can be removed especially if you're out in the heat where you are always sweating and of course in the water too. So reapplying is very important for your skin to remain protected from the sun's strong UV rays. I understand that reapplying sunscreens every 4 hours can be very hassle. So in K-Beauty, there are various types and forms of sunscreens that makes your life easier.
Now there's sun cushions, sun sticks, and even sun patches like the Heimish Watermelon Soothing Sun Patch to protect us from the New Zealand sun. One of my favorite ways is using a sun stick. I always keep the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Airy sun stick in my bag and take it out with me whenever I go. I love how hydrating it is for my dry skin, yet it feels so light, leaving no greasy feeling, and doesn't remove much of my makeup when I reapply it.
And there is another one. We have Brown Lab Birch Juice Moisturising Sun Cushion. This cushion packaging is so compact. It's got a lightweight formula and absorbs really easily into my skin with the cushion applicator, and it won't remove my makeup.
Question number 2. Does sunscreen go after or before makeup? That's a good question.
Yeah.
A lot of our beauties can get confused with this, but typically sunscreen is applied before makeup. Many of our beauties skip the sun care step when applying makeup with SPF in it. Even if makeup comes with a certain SPF level, you still need to apply sunscreen beforehand.
For me, I tend to use lightweight sunscreen with moisturizing benefits, so the base makeup can sit perfectly for all day without any cakey finish. I found by Wishtrend UV Defense Moist Cream is a very hydrated sunscreen that keeps my skin supple and plump. Even Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun, the Rice Plus Probiotic one. This goes well with any type of base makeup.
It's very lightweight, doesn't have any scent to it at all, and I think that's why it's quite popular now.
Questions number 3. How soon after applying sunscreen can I apply makeup?
The waiting time will depend on what type of sunscreen you're using, which now I will briefly explain what they are. There are 2 types of sunscreen. One is physical and the other being a chemical sunscreen. But generally put, physical sunscreens that contain either zinc oxide or titanium dioxide protect the skin by creating a barrier on the skin and deflects UV rays away, which prevent the skin from getting sun damage. Whereas chemical sunscreens penetrate into the skin and absorbs the UV rays, converting the rays into heat and releasing them from the body. So going back to the question, how soon after applying sunscreen can I apply makeup? Of course, you can apply your makeup straight away. Only chemical sunscreen should have a waiting time. By meaning waiting time, we would recommend waiting at least 15 to 30 minutes before going out. Does that mean we can just walk out if we apply physical sunscreen?
Yes.
Question number 4. What makes some sunscreens pile? Is it our moisturizers?
Yeah, there are a few reasons why you may be experiencing piling. This is when the product rubs off your skin in tiny flakes or granules. One of the main reasons could be because the products you use aren't compatible ingredient-wise. It doesn't necessarily have to be your sunscreen step. This can happen throughout your entire skincare routine. If each steps of skincare products are not fully absorbed and keep adding new layers of skincare products and sunscreen on top may cause piling as they are opposing ingredients. So that is the reason why we always recommend our beauties to build up the daily skincare routine from lightweight to the thickest consistency. Another reason may be because of physical sunscreens, they have a higher mineral content. So you may experience white cast, which also can lead to piling as they form a layer on the skin to protect against UV rays.
So rubbing your sunscreen into your face instead of patting can encourage piling to happen. Instead, lightly swipe, but make sure the sunscreen is applied well into the skin.
Question number 5. How do Korean sunscreens hold up to New Zealand sun? Is it up to New Zealand standard?
It's a very sad story.
HIKOCO.
Some of the brands that we had before, for instance, Purito, where we had that major scandal of their SPF not a compatible level to New Zealand. But the New Zealand standard for sunscreen is that it is mandatory for them to have an SPF of at least 15. There are now many Korean brands, including Purito, that go through extensive testing before making their new sunscreen being launched with the correct amount of SPF levels to match the New Zealand UV rays.
Right.
So as I said before, especially after the big scandal with Purito SPF, we have seen many of our Korean brands tested and completed not only in the Korean institutions, but globally done as well to make sure it is up to the standard with multiple tests being done for just one sunscreen. So rest assured, Purito, including the other sunscreen brands we have in HIKOCO, have been tested up to the global standards. So moving on to question number 6, are there sunscreens available that are broad spectrum? If so, which ones are they?
So a sunscreen is considered broad spectrum when it protects against both UVA and UVB. Do you know what the SPF stands for?
No.
Yes, that one. Of course.
HIKOCO.
Do you know what does SPF stand for?
Yes. So it means the sun protection factor.
Which is a measurement for how well the sunscreen will protect your skin from sunburn. It is important to note that SPF protects only the UVB, which causes your skin to burn when out in the sun. But what about UVA?
UVA is what causes damage to our skin genes. This leads to aging and, if not careful, even skin cancer. So yes, you won't see immediate effects of UVA sun damage, but it is definitely happening beneath your skin. Which is why finding a sunscreen that protects against both UVA and UVB is the best for your skin. An easy way to know if a sunscreen contains both UVA and UVB filters is to look out for sunscreens that not only have SPF written on the label, but PA as well. So this leads to our next question, question number 7. What does PA mean?
PA stands for the protection grade of UVA. SPF measurement the UVB protection, while PA measures the UVA protection, measured by plus signs. Plus signs shows there is more UVA protection. Question number 8. Best sun care for aged skin. What are they?
Honestly, the best prevention from your skin from developing fine lines and wrinkle is sun protection. So our recommendation would be the Neogen Daylight Protection Sunscreen, which this sunscreen not only has its broad spectrum with SPF 50 and PA+++, it covers both UVA and UVB rays, but contains many plant and fruit extracts, which are all known to be high in antioxidants. As we all know, antioxidants are extremely important to prevent fine lines and wrinkles because it helps the skin from environmental stresses.
Or you can also look at COSRX Vitamin E Vitalizing Sunscreen. SPF 50 plus broad spectrum. It is formulated with vitamin E and antioxidants with a high SPF protection. Basically, UV filter stays on the outer layer of the skin to reflect UV rays, and vitamin E sinks down to the skin and give the benefits of reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Plus, it is coral reef friendly sunscreen for marine life. Question number 9. How can acne-prone skin use SPF? That's a good question.
That is a very good question. With sunscreens, it is important for all skin types, including acne-prone skin types, to be using them. In fact, not applying sunscreen can actually make acne worse and leave acne marks. For acne-prone or oily skinned beauties, I recommend using a physical sunscreen as it creates a barrier instead of penetrating deeply into the skin. Unlike chemical sunscreens, physical sunscreens can not only prevent clogged pores, but it also helps to control the excessive oil levels so it won't irritate the skin or make acne breakouts worsen. A product I would recommend for oily or acne-prone skin would be the Sun by Me Truecica Mineral Calming Tone-Up Sunscreen, which contains almost 40% of tea tree leaf water. Tea tree contains an antibacterial and antifungal property, which are amazing to treat acne breakouts. This sunscreen also contains a form of Centella asiatica, which helps to reduce redness and helps heal acne too.
If you do prefer lightweight sunscreen, then I would recommend choosing a hybrid sunscreen, such as Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen. It is formulated with both chemical and physical filters to provide high broad spectrum UVA and UVB protection. It is a moisturizing sunscreen that can be easily spread on the skin without any greasiness and the white cast. It also contains Centella asiatica again, so soothe inflamed skin.
HIKOCO.
Why do physical sunscreens leave a white cast?
Oh, because it has a zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. That's a mineral. It has got the white colors.
So it's naturally white.
Yes.
Tone-up sunscreens, they're different to physicals?
Oh, most of the tone-up sunscreens are physical sunscreen.
So they just use the zinc oxide and the titanium dioxide to help brighten up the skin tone?
Yes. Why Korean sunscreens? The texture is very light and it goes well under the makeup and it's easy to apply and absorbs quickly. That is the reason why a lot of people like Korean sunscreens.
I jog in the morning and I tend to get very sweaty face. How would I reapply?
There is a stick type that you can reapply, and there is a sunscreen with a waterproof function. And remember to wear the hat
Yes.
or
yes,
cap.
Yes.
Like after they apply sunscreen and at the night time, can they just use the water to remove that?
That's actually a good question, because if you're using a physical type sunscreen, you should be always double cleansing.
Yes.
So you should always use an oil cleanser and follow up with a water cleanser. But if you're just using a chemical sunscreen, it is better off just using a foam cleanser because it does wash off everything. So that's all the time we have for now. It was hard for us to pick a few questions, but we hope our beauties have enjoyed this Q&A video, and I hope these answers are enough for you to have a better understanding of sunscreen. If you have other sun care questions that we missed, let us know in the comments below so we can answer them all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye beauties, let's be pretty.
Do you have anything to say about one of our top selling sunscreen, COSRX Aloe Soothing Sun?
인기가 많이 죽었어요.